Hello, my students and parents. Sometime back, maybe about 10 days ago or 15 days ago, I posted a video on the 2-year integrated JEE IIT CPT NEET program some schools are offering. I explained in that video facts which are not known to all the parents and all the students. After the video, I noticed the CBSE has sent very clear instructions to all the CBSE affiliated schools that they should not conduct such integrated JEE IIT coaching course inside the school. I would like to give some more information on this particular issue. I made it very clear in my video that cracking the IIT exam and securing a seat and joining IIT calls for enormous amount of focus, concentration, hard work, and really such students deserve a very high level of appreciation. And it is a known fact that IIT students do very well in major multinational assignments. At the same time, looking at it from the perspective of an educationist, I am concerned about a couple of issues. Issue number one is the fact that the advanced JEE exam is tough, is not known to many parents, not known to many students. They are driven by a high level of ambition and they are emotionally charged to take this exam. And anybody who offers such a course, these students join. It is not only the integrated course I am talking about, even outside coaching centers. There is a Latin maxim in the legal terminology which says suppressio veri, suggestio falsi, which means suppression of truth is the suggestion of falsehood. The truth is, out of every 100 students appearing, around 0.73%, less than one student, they are able to enter the IIT. The question is, are the parents aware of it? As an educationist, I come across parents who, after seeing my video, come and tell me, sir, this information was not known to me, was not known to my ward. That's why I'm telling you, suppression of truth is also suggestion of falsehood. By nature, some people are adventurous. So they would like to do certain things to prove that they can do. I want to give one more example to explain my point. In the eastern Karakoram range, there is Siachen Glacier, which is the LOC between Pakistan on one side and China on the other side. It is situated at 5,400 meters above sea level, which is about 17,800 feet above sea level. There are people who offer trekking in this 60 kilometers trekking. Anybody can go and register, but on one condition, that they have to go through a medical test. Unless and until you are fit, you will not be allowed to do this trekking. And also, this trekking will be allowed along with army officers. They are so careful that people should not, in their over enthusiasm, risk their own life. I am not for a moment comparing that trekking with the IIT entrance exam. I am not comparing. I am only giving an example of how people should be careful. Even in mutual funds, whenever there is an advertisement, there is a very clear mention that mutual funds are subject to market situation, and people are advised to go through the document carefully before investing. Not only that, when an offer is made by organizations offering products, and they give an offer, this is free, that is free, exchange offer, then there is a small asterisk, and they say conditions apply. So that means such people take all the necessary precaution to ensure that the correct information is passed on. After uploading that video, I came across an interesting video which was uploaded sometime in August of 2019. A student or a journalist from Australia interviews some of the Australian professors about this IIT JEE final main exam on two questions. How difficult is the exam? And the second question is the exam preparing students for the future? These are the two questions asked. In this posting, I am giving a link. If you click that link, you can see this nearly 24 minutes video. I went through the entire clipping and I made notes. I'm going to read what these professors in the Australian universities have got to say regarding this IIT JEE main exam. Dr. James Hutchison, a chemist, he says it is a tough exam, it is intimidating. Intimidating means threatening. He says it is tricky. Professor Udaya Parampalli, he says the question in physics, even I could not answer. Professor Barry Hughes, a mathematician, says they are very hard. It's really quite ambitious. 1 mark per minute is the mark rate. And he says it is tricky, it is sneaky. Sneaky means cunning. And he makes a very, very important point. One has to balance between extensive coaching that has to take place for a person to crack the IIT JEE final on one side, and on the other side, diversion of the students away from studying the main course of +1, +2. I have come across instances where the integrated 2-year IIT JEE is offered. A section of the students are coached only for this, and not enough justice is done for +1, +2 CBSE. This is what this professor is talking about. Balancing between extensive IIT coaching and on the other side +1, +2 main subjects. Professor Rajkumar Bhuya, who is a computer scientist in the Australian university, he says the depth of questions are difficult even to their students, master students. These are the actual words of these professors. And these professors say even they cannot answer some of these questions. Dr. Jasmina Lesendick Galloway, she says it's a drill exam. Dr. Shane Huntington, a physics and science communicator, says the question is based on a lot of memorization and recitation. But then he says such students who are drilled on this strategy of memorization and recitation, and he questions the examination tool, and he says it's a bad examination tool. And he says what he wants there are students with the resilient skills, some of the life skills, focusing fully on the IIT JEE, preparing the students only on that, whether they will be able to produce such students with resilient skill. Well, these are some of the concerns I thought I should express. I would suggest that the parents go through all this, discuss with the student, and then take a plunge. Because some of the advertisements appear as though it's the biggest advantage, whether this program is done elsewhere, outside the school or inside the school. When these coaching centers advertise huge advertisements running to pages, these facts are not mentioned anywhere. If there are 100 students applying for this, all the 100 will pay and the management will receive the fees. They are not told, they are not given any information. So, I am for the students taking IIT, and if I were a parent, if I were the school head, I'll be very, very happy and proud that my students made it. But you should know what is it about. Because students have completed the 10th exam and this is the time they'll be making up their mind. Let them know. As I said in the previous video, 2 years of personal dedication, personal commitment and willingness to take this drill is very, very important. Just because one photograph says he has cleared the mains, it does not mean that every others will follow. In contrast, NEET is not an elimination exam. IIT main is elimination exam. NEET is National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test. CPT, now it's called a CA Foundation course. That's again not an elimination. I was going through the statistics. The pass percentage in the CA Foundation course is about 30 to 40%. That prepares the students for a profession of chartered accountancy. For every 100 students appearing, 30 students, a good number. So my dear parents and students, go through this video, my previous video, and click the link in this video, satisfy yourself, take a call. Wishing you all the very best.
SRM JV is not just a school, it's a one-time experience.
VM Nagar, Tiruvallur,